Hi, I'm Extraayogurt and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not new, then thanks for checking out my video again. So I was looking at some of the feedback from the Sims 2 house building tutorial I uploaded, and I saw that you guys really liked builds in real time, and so I definitely do want to. I don't know if I want to transition into doing real-time builds or just kind of like integrate that more into my channel, but I definitely noticed that that's something you guys really like and prefer. So I know this is a speed build again, but I was working on this house like almost immediately after uploading that video, but I've definitely noted that, so I look forward to doing more real-time builds for you guys. But anyways, so after we built 1700 Tumbleweed Lane, I was like, well, we can't have this big old mansion all by itself, so I wanted to make another really big house right across the street from it. I've been talking about how I have this thing about making really huge builds, and I've been trying to stop, but it's really hard because a lot of my inspo comes from like very large, just excessive like houses, and so it's just something I tend to end up doing a lot. I don't know how this happened, but I do understand that it's harsh on most people's computers to try to run these lots. And that, you know, I kind of need to chill. I mean, it's harsh on my computer as well to run these lots, and I know especially when it comes to gameplay that is not ideal, so I need to definitely scale my lots down. But you know, we couldn't have that mansion sitting there all by itself, so I wanted to do this kind of modern desert mansion, and I think it turned out really nice. It doesn't have nearly as much space as you would think for a house this size. I think most of the lot is really just landscaping and front yard and backyard, really. The actual house itself, there's a lot of space, but you just would think there would be more in a house this size. But I hope you guys enjoy this build, even though it is another speed build, because I really enjoyed it and I love how it turned out. All right, y'all. So as I was scrolling on Tumblr the other day, just looking through my Symboler and stuff, I came across some interesting posts about, I guess, like some CC creators like really like putting their foot down and not being okay with people converting their CC to like people not being okay with people converting their CC to other Sims games. So like if they make Sims 4 CC, like I guess like they're not okay with people converting it to like Sims 2 or Sims 3. And I was kind of reading some of the posts, and I was like, oh wow, this is like something people are like mad about for real. So I was just curious to know like what y'all's thoughts are, or if you were even aware of that. I mean, I kind of see where they're coming from, but then on the flip side, like some people were saying, it also is just a game, and like ultimately EA, has rights to like the game and what is done with the games. But I don't know, like I'm still kind of, not that I have to formulate an opinion on it. I'm just kind of thinking about it like, I don't know, because I don't make CC, and CC is like the heart of The Sims, at least for a lot of people. It really has, like, I mean, CC has kept The Sims 2 alive as far as I'm concerned. So I can kind of understand the frustration, but then at the same time, it is like, oh, well, why wouldn't you want your CC to be shared and converted? Like, as long as you're getting credit, it's not harming anyone. But I was interested to know y'all's thoughts on that, because I was like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I want to know what y'all think about that. But anyway, so here I am just kind of like messing with the different levels of foundation and stuff and trying to see what I want to do. I really love a good grand entrance. And I wanted to emphasize the whole like kind of like brutalist style, like concrete, like focal point type of situation. And I do think in the end I ended up capturing it decently. So yeah, I can definitely see like a scientist sim living here, because there's so many different levels, like to stargaze or like look out on their telescope from the roof and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know, I think it blends well with the landscape as well, it being like so like deserty and kind of like, it doesn't look very comfortable. So and this house does not look very cozy, so I feel like it's definitely fitting, but in a good way. So here's the thing about these real modern houses with the big windows and everything. You have to be very mindful about where you put these windows, how many windows you put. You really can't just encase the whole house in windows, because when it comes to putting in rooms and bathrooms, it just turns out to be very difficult. So as much as I wanted to just slap a million windows on this house, I was really trying to like think about how that might affect my ability to plan a layout. And honestly, I really struggled with this house layout. You guys will see when I start putting rooms and staircases and stuff. I struggled with it a lot. I kind of wanted to give up on the build, but I was like, no, I love how the exterior came out so much, and I just winged it. Like I just winged it. Like I don't know, I feel like my builds have come a long way, and like it's solely just for me, just building, just enjoying building, and not thinking too hard about it. But yeah, I'll explain more when we get more into the layout. But that was a struggle, and I did kind of like consider like putting a basement, but I don't know, I just didn't want to. I felt like it would have been a lot to manage. So playing in multi-story homes is no joke. It is no joke. But yeah. But while we're here, I wanted to kind of propose a new video idea to y'all. So just to kind of break up like the speed builds and just my regular sort of video. I wanted to do a video, or do multiple videos on me basically giving the what am I trying to say, you guys? Giving the lot, the sim bin sims, the sims that are trapped in the sim bin, in the family bin, giving them homes. Like, I wanted to work with whatever budget, the game already has set for them, and give each of the families a home. Like, I feel bad for those sims just trapped in the sim bin. Like, nobody wants to play with them. Nobody wants to actually, like, you know what I mean? So I was kind of thinking of that for like the next little mini series. It's like giving each of these families a home personalized for them, and then also like showing you guys some game footage of them actually living in the house and stuff, and having that budget constraint, I think would be very interesting. So let me know what you guys think, or if you have any other ideas you'd like to see. Yeah, I like it a lot. I think I'm gonna follow through with that, especially because y'all have said like you want to see Sims in these lots. Like, you're tired of just seeing the lots themselves, and I understand. So, yeah, that's the thing too, is like we're working with 2 different neighborhoods right now, at least on my channel. We have Dusty Lakes and we have South Valley City, and I'm trying to decide where I want to put them. Like, should we put them in Dusty Lakes? Should we put them in South Valley City? I kind of consider South Valley City to be like my perfectionist neighborhood. Like, everything is like just perfected to the T, and then Dusty Lakes is kind of my more like fun neighborhood, just experimenting and going with the flow and stuff. I don't know, let me know what y'all think, but that is something I definitely want to do, is give those Sims a home. Okay, there for a while you guys saw me struggling, and still am struggling, with the fireplace thing. For some reason, when I tried to like engulf the fireplace tops with walls, it would just go higher. So, I mean, like, I get it, because the game is probably thinking like, oh, it's inside, so it still needs to stick out. You know what? I just realized it did that because I don't have an actual roof on the house. I just have flooring and foundation. So that makes sense. But anyway, I was really struggling with that, but I was determined to put fireplaces in this giant house. But yeah, we got it figured out. So the layout that I decided to go with for this house was that obviously the basement level is just a garage and a half bathroom. I tend to do half bathrooms and garages because I figured that's usually a good place for your sim to do their like robotics hobby or whatever, toy building or free time hobbies or open for business hobbies that they do. And of course you need a bathroom break. Anyway, then on the main floor I decided to do a big office, the office with the fireplace, and then the rest is dining, living space, the kitchen, and then I also added 2 full bathrooms on the main floor, and the rest is just open space. Now on the second floor is where all of the bedrooms are, including the primary bedroom. Yeah, and I think, yeah, okay, so that's one of the bathrooms, and yeah, but yeah, on the second floor I think there's 4 bedrooms, and then 3 of those 4 bedrooms I made sure I added a walk-in closet, because I just love doing walk-in closets. I think it's such a cute idea, and if you have the space for it, then why not? But yeah, three of the bedrooms have walk-in closets. Two of the bedrooms have attached bathrooms. So, like, I don't know. I thought that made sense. That made sense to me. And then the other two smaller bedrooms, they share a common area bathroom. But yeah. So while we're here, I also wanted to talk about Sims 5 again and kind of ask y'all, like, do y'all plan on playing it when it comes out? Like, are you interested in playing it? I've been kind of like thinking, like, I wonder how many Sims 2 like fans are actually going to be like participating in the Sims 5 hype, because I just know, like, when The Sims 4 came out, I can't remember what I was doing. I think I was busy like with like my career or something like that. And I just wasn't there like to really like engage with the game, which is part of why I feel like I'm not that into it now, because I'm like super behind on it. But yeah, do y'all plan on playing Sims 5? Like, do y'all plan on like watching like the, what do you call it, the trailer or whatever, game preview stuff for it? Like, are you just not expecting a whole lot of it? Because me personally, I am super excited. Like, I'm excited to see what building options there are, if I'm gonna like be able to like build the same way in The Sims 5, because I'm not great at building in The Sims 3 or The Sims 4, but I also have not bothered to spend much time on it. So yeah, I'm just interested to see what they got going on. So yeah. I went ahead and added that little cutout there in the floor because I knew that space wasn't going to be utilized like otherwise. So I thought it'd be nice to kind of open it up and make it feel a lot brighter and more open, especially with all the windows. And y'all will notice that I chose to use white tile all throughout the house. I chose to use tile throughout the house. I felt that it just it complemented the house a lot more than like hardwood or carpet. Also, there was no like Maxis wood that was gonna work with the house. I refused to use any of it, so I definitely had like CC flooring that would have looked really nice, but I wanted to keep this house CC free. I'm trying to remind myself like to kind of like lean into the CC free stuff, just for like the playability of it, so like more people can enjoy it and stuff like that. A lot of people don't prefer not to have CC in their games, or like they just like, I wouldn't blame y'all. Like, why would you want to download a bunch of CC just to have one house in your game? Like, I totally get it. I mean, I would, but I do get it if you wouldn't want that. So the kitchen I really liked. It's kind of a weird layout, but I was determined to add a pantry, like a proper pantry. So that's that little room in the corner you see there. And then there's actually two, I added an island in front of the stove as like a preparation area. And then there's also a second island, quote unquote island, with a bar in it. And I mean, we had the space for it, so I just wanted to go ahead and go for it. And then the pantry, I know there's not a lot of shelfable items in the decor section, but I figured like if you have like CC for that, you could just throw all of it in that pantry and it would look really nice. Yeah, I don't know. So this is kind of what I came up with. So another idea that I was having for more building content was like doing builds using no cheats, trying to use no cheats, and I mean 0 cheats, and see how that comes out. Just like little challenges and stuff like that to kind of keep the builds interesting. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I almost forgot to mention, in case any newer viewers have questions about my furnishing or lack thereof. Typically, when I build houses, I just do like starter furnishings. I just do plumbing, countertops, mirrors, lighting, that kind of stuff. Like the kind of stuff that you'd see moving into a real house. That's just my style. I like to furnish houses based on the Sims living there. So if there's no Sims living there, I typically won't furnish it unless I'm doing a starter home, like a full out starter home, then I might furnish it. But that's just kind of my style. So like I was saying earlier about like giving the lot bin Sims housing, I would definitely furnish those homes because I have actual like Sims to kind of work off of and kind of think about how they might furnish their home. I know that's so extra, but if you couldn't tell, I'm kind of serious about the Sims. But yeah, I feel like sometimes taking the game a little bit seriously is what makes it fun. Like you really get invested with the Sims stories and everything. Here I am working on the walk-in closet for the primary bedroom, just adding more shelving to make it look more like a closet. And I love how the closets came out. And yeah, here I was like looking through the flooring options. I didn't like none of this, y'all. Like it was either doing too much or too little, or for the most part just not the right shade of wood that I wanted. And then I also experimented with trying carpet upstairs. Nothing was doing it for me. So I would imagine that your Sims just put down a bunch of really like soft rugs and stuff in areas where they want it to be more comfortable or more cozy, like the living room or the bedroom. So yeah, I stuck to the plan. Now, as for landscaping, I did what I usually do, kind of scattered stuff all about. And I actually ended up using these purple shrubs. It's a recolor of one of the shrubs, and I really like how it came out. I thought it was different. I thought it made a lot of sense. All right, y'all. So now pretty soon we're about to get into the cinematic shots. So please stick around and watch them. I think, oh my gosh, they just came out so good and they really showcase the house well. So okay, so after watching that, you guys cannot tell me that you wouldn't want to live here or at least see this place in person. So I was just in awe and I'm really happy with the screenshots as well. I took plenty. I actually liked it so much, or the aesthetic of it, that I made one of these screenshots my desktop background. So I think it's gonna be really hard trying to choose a thumbnail because I love them all. This is like the kind of house that that I wish I lived in. Like, this is, I know like super modern isn't a lot of people's style, but I feel like I think it's my style. I feel like I would like it. I don't know, but it is a little bit too much house. I get that, but like the aesthetic at least of it, I it's one of my favorites for sure. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subbing if you have. Thank you for your feedback, comments, and ideas. I love The Sims 2. I love building in The Sims 2. I love playing The Sims 2, and the fact that me and y'all, like, we can still share our love for this game together is like really, really cool. So I'm gonna leave y'all here with the rest of the screenshots, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.